What's going on, mama? Something just dawned on me. I ain't been home in some months. Been chasing songs and women, making some bad decisions. God knows I'm drinking too much. Yeah, I know you've been worrying about me. You've been losing sleep since 93. I thought you should know that all those prayers you thought you wasted on me must have finally made their way on through. I thought you should know I got me a new girl down there in Jefferson City, and she lets me fish whenever I want to. Yeah, I'm still proud of where I came from, still on the damn sun. Can you believe I'm on the radio? Just thought you should know, thought you should know, thought you should know. Oh, by the way, mama, didn't mean to ramble on you. How's everything back at home? Yeah, how's that garden coming? Is that still doing dumb shit? And how'd he keep you this long? Yeah, I'm sorry that I called you so late. I just miss you, but anyways, I thought you should know that all those prayers you thought you wasted on me must have finally made their way on through. I thought you should know I got me a new girl down there in Jefferson City, and she lets me fish whenever I want to. Yeah, I'm still proud of where I came from, still on the damn sun. Can you believe I'm on the radio? Just thought you should know, thought you should know, thought you should know. Yeah, I know you've been worrying about me. You've been losing sleep since 93. I thought you should know that all those prayers you thought you wasted on me must have finally made their way on through. I thought you should know that I really like this girl down in Jefferson City, and turns out she's a lot like you.
Hello, everybody. And by hello, everybody, I mean time to stop networking and take a seat. Hi. So while everybody's sitting down, I'm just going to kind of say hello and let you know that for the first time standing at a podium at an event, I feel like this is my audience. Who watches on Sunday this week in South Florida? So my mother is not the only one. Thank goodness. Thank you very much. And that is something really amazing to hear. Very honored to have you as an audience. And I know probably a really good percentage of this room has actually been on the program. And so I'm really thrilled to be here tonight. So just a little something that you probably all know already. Local 10 News is so involved in the community and so much a part of everything that you all do, collaborating with all the transportation partners, reporting on transportation as probably one of the top, 3 issues that we all face in this region. And so being with the people who make it all happen is a real treat. And I thank you for letting us be part of this night. We've got some fun things planned and awards to give out. And before we begin, I would like you to welcome a local singer. Cami, what is it? Pop what? A pop powerhouse to sing the national anthem, a decidedly not pop song. But Cami Liz has sung with Katy Perry and Sam Smith and others. We should, come on up here. We should say Katy Perry has sung with Cami Liz. Cami, take it away.
Please stand. Thank you.
Oh,
say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Thank you.
Cami Liz, what a way to open a beautiful evening. Tonight, the Broward Metropolitan Planning Organization is celebrating the impact of such a significant role to plan and direct transportation infrastructure projects throughout the region. I suppose every week is Infrastructure Week, no? Ha, thank you for laughing. We're also very proud to honor those who advocate for smart planning and connectivity, and so that's why tonight we recognize Gail Bulfin and Joseph Yesbeck and LaVoyd and Beverly Williams and George Platt. An amazing group of business and community leaders. So, you know, it takes a village, but there has to be a leader, someone with vision and someone who can help an organization thrive and evolve. And that leader is here tonight. Please help me welcome Broward MPO Executive Director, Greg Stewart.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the State of the Region. This is an annual awards that we do, and it's great to see everybody here in the room. Basically, everyone in here is responsible for our transportation system here in Broward and throughout Southeast Florida. We're holding this year's event in tandem with our two-day Safe Streets Summit, which is celebrating its 10th year. That summit started as a small gathering of only 25 people and have grown into about 800. Tonight, we're going to honor members of our community who have helped influence our transportation system. Our work at the MPO is built on these champions' shoulders. We honor their commitment to advancing planning for our shared future. We move projects forward with our partners at the city, at the county, at the state, and particularly at the U.S. Department of Transportation level. While Glenna talked about Transportation Day, or Transportation Week, or Transportation Month, transportation is here for us. I'd like to share a brief video from one of my colleagues at the Broward County Administration, Bonica Shapiro.
Hello there. Sorry I couldn't join you today, but both Greg and I, along with our teams, are laser focused on working together to deliver transportation projects for all of Broward. Together, we have already applied for federal grants to plan for safer streets for all users, rail safety equipment for our Broward Commuter Rail South portion of the project. Our partnership in delivering transportation surtax funds to the municipalities continues to grow and evolve. Community shuttles are being fully funded through the surtax, and we will unveil a transit system that will propel all of Broward into the future. I'm very excited to hear about the long-term directions the MPO would like to achieve collaboratively with the county, the state, and our federal partners. Greg and I both believe in the greater good for Broward and our 31 municipalities and our strength in working together to achieve great things. Thanks for the opportunity to address you, and I hope you have a great summit today.
Monica and I both are laser focused on ensuring the delivery of transportation projects which advance our mobility and have an interconnected transportation system. We're going to deploy connected corridors utilizing the latest in technology to keep our citizens moving. Electric cars, electric bikes, electric trucks, electric buses, and electric trains will whisk our citizens from their homes to the jobs, to the finest medical facilities that we have, to our airport, to our seaport, and to as many businesses as our chamber and alliance can bring forward to Broward. I'd like to provide a special thanks to our title sponsor, Memorial Healthcare Systems. I'd also like to recognize their board members. Can they please stand up? Thank you very much. We're going to be working with Memorial and North Broward to actually make a difference with our transportation system so people can get to health care, go through health care, and make sure that they get the best of service. Can I also recognize the MPO board members? Can they please stand up? Sandy and others, can you stand up for a second? My vice chair. Their leadership is so important to make a difference in how we take our federal and state funds and advance what we do here in our community. It's not about every 5 years doing a transportation improvement plan. It's about knowing what you need to do on the street, the residents of each of our communities. I'd also like to recognize all of our county commissioners and our city elected officials. Can you please stand up as well? They are making the difference. While they may not sit on the MPO, they are making sure projects are constructed and moving forward in our region. Our friends at Federal Highway Administration, FTA, FRA, they are making sure that those projects are getting delivered in our communities. I'd also like to ask our state representatives to stand up for a second. And remember, they take the message from and to Tallahassee. Thank you for your service. Thank you for doing what you're doing. Thank you for your bipartisanship to make things happen. While we all look together and we say things to actually make our system run well, all of the efforts that we do at the MPO and this dinner tonight and all the other training opportunities we provide would not be possible. Can I actually ask my team members, Carol Henderson, Jose Vera, Robin Chiarelli, Michael Goodman, and the entire MPO group, can you all stand for a second? Be recognized. We were in this room today tying the cushions onto these chairs. That's the dedication that they make every day to actually make sure that what you see gets delivered. And really quick, before we start eating, well, I actually have 3 videos to show you. Our congressional delegation could not be here tonight because they're in Washington doing the business that we need to conduct. I'd like to have an introduction for Congresswoman Debbie Wasserman Schultz, Sheila Phyllis McCormick, and of course, Jared Moskowitz. And I'll see you in a little bit.
Good evening. I'm Congresswoman Debbie Wasserman Schultz. I hope you're enjoying tonight's awards ceremony. I take great pride in the achievements made by the Broward Metropolitan Planning Organization. Thank you to Greg Stewart and the agency on the extraordinary work that you're doing to plan and direct transportation and infrastructure projects throughout Broward County. And congratulations to tonight's distinguished honorees, George Platt, Gail Bulfin, Beverly and Lavoyd Williams, and Joseph Yesbeck. You're so deserving of this honor for the tremendous work you do advocating for smart planning connectivity. And thank you to everyone in attendance tonight. Enjoy the rest of the evening.
Thank you, Gregory Stewart and the Broward MPO, for inviting me to speak at the second annual State of the Region Awards. I also want to congratulate George Platt, Gail Bulfin, Beverly and Lavoyd Williams, and Joseph Yesbeck as this year's distinguished honorees. Your tremendous hard work has helped South Florida create a cleaner, safer, and more equitable transportation system. The Broward MPO is at the forefront of planning some of the most advanced transportation and infrastructure projects in the United States. I look forward to working with you on making progress that positively impacts our local economy, families, and businesses. I proudly serve on the House Transportation and Infrastructure Committee, and I am committed to working with the Biden administration to ensure these investments continue to reach South Florida as quickly as possible. I promise to continue to advocate for innovative transportation solutions in my district, in the state of Florida, and across the nation. Again, I want to thank the Broward MPO for their work and for inviting me to speak tonight.
I regret that I am unable to be with you for the State of the Region Annual Awards event to recognize this year's distinguished honorees. Congratulations to my friend George Platt on the Lifetime Achievement Award, Gail Bulfin on the Community Impact Award, Beverly and Lavoyd Williams on the Visionary Award, and Joseph Yesbeck on the Champion Award. Thanks, Greg, for all you do, and congratulations to the MPO on all the tremendous work.
You've been running around, throwing that dirt all on my name. 'Cause you knew that I'd call you up. You've been going around every party in LA. 'Cause you knew that I'd be at one. Oh, I know that dress is karma, perfume regret. You got me thinking about when you were mine. Oh, and now I'm all up on you. What you expect? But you're not coming home with me tonight. You just want attention. You don't want my heart. Baby, you just hate the thought of me with someone new. Yeah, you just want attention. I knew from the start. You're just making sure I'm never getting over you. You've been running around, throwing that dirt all on my name. 'Cause you knew that I'd call you up. Baby, now that we're right here standing face to face, you already know that you won. Oh, I know that dress is
Good. We have Team Short Rib and Team Mahi. So if you're still eating, please continue. But we really do want to get on with the program because we have some great things happening here. So we have a special guest tonight to share the stage as we recognize some outstanding community leaders. Tane Danger is a professional improv comedian with a master's in public policy. For more than a decade, Tane has hosted a nationally renowned, civics-inspired improv comedy show named The Theater of Public Policy. Is there an audience for that show? Has anyone here seen The Theater of Public Policy? All right, you have a new audience here tonight. So at each show, Tane interviews newsmakers and policy wonks and big thinkers on issues ranging from education to the Farm Bill. It's kind of like what we do on This Week in South Florida, except for the Farm Bill part. But please welcome everybody, Tane Danger.
Hey, that's so good. Yay! Hi, everybody. Hello. Hi, Broward County. Hello. Hi. Very excited to be here. My name is Tane Danger. I really like to start shows like this. So, please, a quick round of applause if you have never heard of me before. That's good. Thank you. That is the most applause I will get tonight. I am so excited to be here. So this is totally true. I grew up right here in Hollywood. Applause for Hollywood. That's good. So I grew up in Hollywood, but for the last decade, I have now lived in Minneapolis, Minnesota, which is where I'm from. Applause for Minneapolis. No, it doesn't get it. So also entirely true. And this is just like to make you all appreciate this right now. I'm not making this up. You all can like go on your phones and check this. Tonight will be the coldest night of the year in Minneapolis. It will be negative 18 degrees. And I am so happy to be back in Broward County right now. Okay, so this is absolutely amazing. I really am thrilled to be here. This is an amazing event. There's really a wonderful group of people that we are honoring. This event is very well put together. A big round of thank you so much to Michael Goodman for all his work and so many of the people who are making this happen. Yeah, I know. Applause for, and I'm switching microphones. I didn't warn them. I won't switch microphones. I just tried to switch microphones to see if anybody was paying attention. It's fine. We are going to celebrate achievements of those who go above and beyond. And it is really important that we salute those who, I love this, who never say no, so we can enjoy our roadways, our airports, our port, and more. Who enjoys our port? It's good. I love it. This is good. If you ask for a dramatic pause, people applaud. All right, so now we are in for a real treat. Actually, I was told this is very important, and it really is, because we have a very important guest who is going to join us up on stage. I actually am very humbled to be able to be the person to introduce this person. Now, we are in for a real treat as we hear a national perspective about transportation and infrastructure. I am very happy to introduce Mr. Andrew Wishnia, who serves as Deputy Assistant Secretary for Climate Policy in the office, the Assistant Secretary for Transportation Policy in the U.S. Department of Transportation. That is hard to fit on a business card. Mr. Wishnia previously served on the U.S. Senate Committee on Environment and Public Works, including as a senior policy advisor. He also served at the Federal Highway Administration as Special Assistant for Policy to the FHWA Administrator, or as I like to call the FHWA Administrator, and as a Senior Program Manager at the White House Council on Environmental Quality. In addition, he previously served in the U.S. House of Representatives as a legislative assistant to Congressman John Yarmuth. Everyone, please, a very big Broward MPO welcome to Mr. Andrew Wishnia!
There you go. What an introduction. Good evening. I am so honored to have the opportunity to speak with you all tonight on behalf of the U.S. Department of Transportation. My name is Andrew Wishnia, and I'm the Deputy Assistant Secretary for Climate Policy at the U.S. Department of Transportation, where I work on ensuring that we're building more safe, more accessible, more clean, and more resilient transportation systems. It's especially exciting to have this opportunity at such a historic moment when it comes to our nation's infrastructure. The bipartisan infrastructure law has ignited a new era of progress toward modernizing our infrastructure to meet the needs of current generations and generations to come. Since this package came into law, the department has been working hard with our incredible partners, like yourselves, to deliver these historic investments to communities across our states, across our cities, and across our localities. So I couldn't be more thrilled to be with this group, knowing how critical you have been to ensuring our success, especially when it comes to the main issue bringing us together here tonight, and that's transportation safety. Safety is the U.S. Department of Transportation's #1 priority. It's in our DNA. In truly everything that we do, we're working toward a goal of 0 transportation-related fatalities and serious injuries. We've been hesitant to say that in the past, so let me just re-impress that. 0 transportation fatalities and serious injuries. Our National Roadway Safety Strategy, which the department released in January 2022, outlines our plan to reach this goal on our nation's highways, roads, and streets. The National Roadway Safety Strategy is centered around 5 key objectives. 1, safer people. 2, safer roads. 3, safer vehicles. 4, safer speeds. And 5, post-crash care. The strategy is guided by our Safe Systems approach, a holistic approach that encompasses all necessary roadway safety interventions and all road users, including those outside of motor vehicles. Complete Streets policies are a critical part of this facet of the Safe System approach in ensuring that road design, planning, and operation efforts prioritize the safety and connectivity needs of all travelers, whether they're biking, walking, or rolling to where they need to go. Our steadfast focus on safety is especially critical at a time when safety trends have been heading in the wrong direction. After 30 years of declining roadway fatalities in the U.S., just the last decade saw stagnated progress before fatalities began increasing in 2020, reaching a 16-year high in 2021. There are tens of thousands of lives lost on our roadways each year. On top of that, these crashes cost our economy hundreds of billions of dollars annually. We can do better. The Secretary and the Department have called this a crisis. Folks, this is a national crisis. We know how personal these tragic statistics are for the communities we serve, and we know how essential close collaboration and support is to reversing this trend and reaching our safety goals. So from advancing Complete Streets policies in your counties to receiving National Roadway Safety Awards, partners like you are leading by example and are key when it comes to turning the ship around on transportation safety. Through the implementation of the bipartisan infrastructure law, the National Roadway Safety Strategy, and other initiatives like Complete Streets, the department is doing its part by providing the leadership, the technical assistance, and funding needed to provide communities of all sizes with unprecedented opportunities to receive the support that they deserve. This week is a pretty historic week. Just on Tuesday, the Federal Highway Administration released a new request for information seeking feedback on methods for improving road safety and design standards to facilitate the development of complete streets. Just this week, It also released a waiver removing financial barriers for states and metropolitan planning organizations to help them afford certain complete streets activities as well. And just yesterday, the department announced a record-breaking $800 million in funding for grant awards through the new Safe Streets and Roads for All program. Made possible by President Biden's groundbreaking bipartisan infrastructure law, this funding is going to support improved safety planning for over half the nation's population, representing a huge step forward in our collective efforts to reduce crashes and save lives. In funding regional, local, and tribal safety planning and implementation initiatives, the Safe Streets and Roads for All program recognizes the importance of subnational collaboration, including the regional partnerships here in South Florida we are celebrating here tonight to reach our national transportation safety goals. The state of Florida received more than $67 million in funding toward creating and implementing safety action plans in the state, including more than $7 million in total funding for this Southeast Florida region alone. And given that we're in an applause moment, let's take a moment to applaud our hosts from the Broward Metropolitan Planning Organization for their $5 million award to create a comprehensive safety action plan. Broward MPO, congratulations. The bipartisan infrastructure law included a total of $5 billion in funding over 5 years for the Safe Streets and Roads for All program, meaning that this first round of awards is just the beginning of our efforts to ensure safer communities through redesigned roadways, better sidewalks and crosswalks, and so much more. We expect another opportunity for Safe Streets for All funding will be announced in April for an additional $1.1 billion as well. So we look forward to working closely with you all to turn these dollars into safer realities in your communities. But I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that these dollars and all our safety efforts will also translate into real progress toward making our transportation system cleaner, more resilient, and more accessible as well. After all, when we implement programs and deliver projects to improve the safety of our roadways and make our streets more complete, we're often encouraging lower emission trips like walking and biking while increasing accessibility and connectivity in our transportation systems. When we talk about reducing emissions, one of the things that we focus on at the Department of Transportation is how are we creating options to reduce trips, shift trips, improve trips, and negate emissions. When we're talking about reducing trips, this is exactly what we're talking about. We're talking about active transportation, more walking, more biking, more rolling. We can have safer streets and we can have those emissions reduced substantially in your communities as well. Transportation is the leading contributor to climate change, responsible for more climate damaging emissions than any other part of the US economy. So the Department of Transportation, along with several other federal agencies, just released an exciting new transportation decarbonization blueprint last month, which lays out a holistic framework for decarbonizing the transportation sector to do our part to tackle climate change. The blueprint is focused on 3 main strategies: 1, increasing convenience; 2, improving efficiency; and 3, transitioning to clean options. Convenience, efficiency, clean options. The first strategy, increasing convenience, feels especially relevant as we prioritize efforts to make our streets safer and more complete. Increasing convenience means supporting community design and land use planning to ensure that job centers, shopping, schools, entertainment, and essential services are strategically located near where people actually live to reduce commute times, to improve walkability and bikeability, and improve quality of life. This is especially important for communities who have historically been left out of transportation investments, which are oftentimes those communities most in need of affordable, accessible transportation options. Complete streets, active transportation facilities, and other interventions to increase safety and convenience can provide these communities with better access to our transportation systems while encouraging lower emission trips. Thanks to the bipartisan infrastructure law, we now have more tools than ever before to encourage people to walk or bike by investing in active transportation facilities and safer roadways, including through the Safe Streets and Roads for All program, transit-oriented development, projects to support micromobility deployment, and so much more. So we're committed to using all of the department's resources to reach our decarbonization goals. And as we are working to mitigate climate change in the transportation sector, we must also ensure that our transportation infrastructure is resilient to the impacts of climate change that are already here or worsening. Florida is no stranger to these impacts. I don't have to tell folks in this room that from rising seas to intensifying hurricanes, climate change is here. At the Department of Transportation, we know that it's going to take more than just the federal government to reach the full potential of our nation's transportation system. Much of the progress that is going to be built from the bipartisan infrastructure law dollars will be at the discretion of state departments of transportation, with input from folks like those of you here today. So this work will take all of us, and the department is absolutely committed to working with our state and our local partners to ensure effective and efficient deployment of resources, sharing of innovative solutions, and mutual support for essential goals. From confronting safety issues to tackling climate change to overcoming historic disinvestment in our communities and our infrastructure systems, we're faced with immense challenges. But with them come the awesome opportunity to build a transportation sector that works better for everyone. So I congratulate all of you for the roles you've played in the incredible progress we've made so far, and I look forward to working with you on the steps that are yet to come. Thanks so much, everyone.
Thank you, Andrew Wishnia. So now it is a distinct pleasure to introduce an important MPO partner, tonight's title sponsor, Memorial Healthcare System. And before I continue this introduction, I want to just direct everybody to the little black box because Memorial has brought the best swag you're gonna take home tonight. Wine bottle openers with the little heart on it. Thank you, Memorial. I so needed one of these. So we are so fortunate to have with us Scott Wester, who is President and CEO of Memorial Healthcare System, who brings 30 years of healthcare leadership and management and operations, philanthropy, and partnership building. Please welcome Scott Wester. And thanks for this.
Thank you very much. Okay, let's do Tane. Clap if you know who I am. But more importantly, clap if you know Memorial. So, Memorial is more than honored to be the title sponsor for tonight's event to recognize Broward County's highest achievers in transportation. As you know, we are a regional healthcare system serving South Florida since 1953. This year, we're celebrating our 70th birthday. For those who might know, we've grown from a single community hospital. Some of you know and remember this single community hospital in Hollywood, to an evolving health enterprise with over 1 million patient visits annually. So 70 years on, we now operate over 60 locations covering 3.8 million square feet from North Miami-Dade to Palm Beach and everything in Broward County, all dedicated to caring for patients and families. We strive every day to offer the highest quality of care that can improve the people's health throughout the lives. And for the MPO and Memorial, we are very similar in many ways. As a transportation and development organization, as you know, the MPO works to provide our residents and our visitors with a high quality of life, and that's crucial link to who we are. Fundamentally, our community's first responders, who we all love and cherish, who stabilize and transport hundreds and thousands of emergency patients to our hospitals, depend on the quality of the roads and bridges. And as you know, we are so fortunate to have one of the best trauma programs in Florida. Without infrastructure, our hospitals, medical office buildings, parking lots, our specialty centers and public works that support them, the health care we provide would be, of course, impossible. Your help to fulfill our mission by striving to make Broward's construction and transportation as functional and effective as possible. While we're focused on expanding all of our digital health footprint, the life-saving care we provide within our hospitals and care centers continues to be paramount important to us. The latest example we have, and we're very proud of, coming soon in 2023 is our new Memorial Cancer Institute, which will open up in Pembroke Pines on the campus of Memorial Hospital West. This is the game changer of 2023 for Broward County. This is the game changer. We will be 121,000 square feet, 11,660 cubic yards of concrete, over 1,000 tons of steel, all to provide what you need most, which is, unfortunately, if you're diagnosed with cancer care, we know we're here to serve. We have advanced treatments, we have the greatest clinical team, we have a partnership with FAU, with cancer research, we have a close collaboration with Moffitt, the largest NCI-designated program in the state of Florida, all under one roof to take care of what you need in case you have a diagnosis with cancer. So again, on behalf of Memorial and our great team, thank you for the service to the people of Broward County and for everything you do to improve the quality of life for our community. I think we have a little bit of a video to share, and again, thank you very much for allowing us to be here tonight.
Every day, the more than 15,000 dedicated caregivers of Memorial Healthcare System move our community forward in a healthier direction. It's a shared spirit of health and healing that aligns our mission with the needs of the community. And for that, we've been recognized as one of the nation's best. From the air, Memorial is an impressive network of 6 integrated hospitals and more than 60 health facilities. From Regional and Joe DiMaggio to Pembroke, from West to Miramar, from South and now to Wellington. It is our people who provide the patient and family-centered care that makes our community healthier and stronger. We strive to deliver the highest quality care using some of the most advanced technology. We bring a hyper-local and personalized approach. We call it the Memorial Experience.
Treating our patients and their families as if they were our own families. That's what makes us different and sets us apart. Our unwavering and relentless commitment to deliver the safest, highest quality of care.
It makes you feel at home.
That's the Memorial culture. Everybody's family. They treat you like one of their own.
It's a culture of care that conquers disease, energizes physicians, empowers nurses, and drives innovation. It means that the finest care is always within reach for our families, friends, and neighbors.
This is about a system of care. If we just focus on what happens in the hospital, we've failed. It means that we've waited until somebody has gotten sick and hasn't had the right care that they needed before they came to us.
We're going to give you everything we have to make sure that what you get is what you expected and had hoped for.
The level of impact that Memorial has on this community, I would put up almost any other place in the country. Whether if it's leading a walk for the American Diabetes Association, if it's taking care of displaced NICU babies that come unfortunately from the storm in Fort Myers.
We're all in this together. We all know that our #1 mission is to take care of this community.
And we believe moving forward, we will provide deeper caring and smarter health care for our communities.
All All right, drum roll, please. It is time for the awards. I'm going to get you happy if it kills me. All right, to present our first award recipient, Gail Bulfin, we are fortunate to have Matthew Muhart here. He is the Executive Vice President and Chief Strategy Officer of Memorial Healthcare System. So please welcome Matt.
Well, good evening and hello, everyone. Excited to be here, but most importantly because I'm going to be honoring somebody that's purely the most impressive person, that has got the most energy, the most excited person about making Broward County a wonderful place for businesses to come. So it is my pleasure to introduce this first award. Gail Bulfin is the Senior Vice President. Yeah, Gail. There she is. Membership Development for the Greater Fort Lauderdale Alliance. She is the force behind the sales, networking, and events. But she's also an amazing advocate for all that we are doing to make Broward County the best it can be. Bob Swindell, I don't know what you put in the water over there, Greater Fort Lauderdale Alliance, but there's so much energy from Gail and the whole team. Congratulations to you as well. Gail directs the Port Everglades Action Team along with her partners from the Port Everglades Association and the Broward Workshop. She sits on several committees for the Broward County MPO, Business for the Arts Broward, Pompano Beach Chamber of Commerce. How about that, Pompano, right? She's also often asked to be involved in strategic planning sessions for both public and private institutions. Her logical approach, wait a minute, I got the wrong person. No, that's Gail, 100%. So problem solving is worth its weight in gold. We are fortunate to have her in our great community. Please welcome Gail Bulfin to accept the MPO's Community Impact Award.
Many people don't realize that Broward County is a transportation mecca, and so to be able to work on these projects has really been fun. I've learned that products coming off of our ships can get to our airport in less than 2 miles, that cargo coming off the ships get onto trains and travel the 50 miles through Broward County to get anywhere in the United States. The trucks that carry our fresh fruit come from our port and get to all of our grocery stores, not only in Florida, but around the United States. To be able to understand why those decisions are important and where roads are located and rest stops and turning notches, those are all things that contributed to the quality of life of Broward County, and I'm just excited and thrilled to be part of those discussions.
Thank you, Matt, Memorial. What a great partnership we have, and you mean so much to the community, so thank you. It's very special that you introduced me tonight. Many years ago, Bob Swindell took a chance on a girl with a long background in media and zero experience in economic development. Bob, I'm eternally grateful for the gamble that you took. Shortly after I got to the Alliance, transportation projects arrived, and they were fascinating to me. I had the great opportunity to work with the MPO, the Marine Industry Association, and the FEC on the New River Bridge crossing for a little train they were thinking about that's now called Brightline. The Cote 10th Street connector between the Sawgrass and I-95 continues to be an ongoing project. The Intermodal Cargo Transfer Facility, ICTF, at Port Everglades, and the planning of critical freight operations in South Florida through our MPO Freight Committee has been eye-opening. Thank you, Bob Ledoux and Natasha. But those who know me know that the Port Everglades Action Team has been a highlight for me. This is a special collaboration to help support the Port's efforts to widen and deepen the entrance channel to Port Everglades. And this business group was the brainchild of Terry Stiles. The infrastructure project is one that affects 2 million of us here in Broward, 22 million in the state of Florida, and 332 million consumers in the United States, so it is very important. Jonathan Daniels, you and everyone on your team has had infinite patience in teaching our business community how important Port Everglades is, and we thank you so much. A few others to thank: our current chairs, Rich Vogel and Eric Roth, Lori Bayer from Port Everglades Association, and Kareem Boutros from the Broward Workshop, Bob Swindell from the Alliance, and Greg Stewart from the MPO. Thank you to all our local, state, and federal elected officials and their staffs who supported this on a bipartisan level, from Chip LaMarca in Tallahassee to the entire Broward delegation in DC. But to watch Congresswoman Debbie Wasserman Schultz shepherd this decades-long project through the halls of Congress was a thing of beauty, and we owe a lot to her for her dedication to Broward County. Thank you to all my friends, my family, especially my husband, Bob, who has allowed me to be part of his journey for the past 40 years. Thank you, Greg, Carol, for this recognition, and what an honor to be part of this amazing, innovative transportation community. Thank you so much.
Congratulations. Oh, this is so cool. This is really amazing. Each of these people tonight are really incredible folks who are making this community what it is, and it is an honor and a privilege for me to be here, and that's amazing. Congratulations, Gail. We, though, are going to keep giving away some of these recognitions. Our next award is for a gentleman named Mr. Joseph Yesbeck. Pause for applause. But I'm not giving it away. We actually have a very familiar face. People will be very excited for this, to give away this next award. People will remember as the past head of the South Florida Regional Transportation Authority / Tri-Rail. Pause for applause for Tri-Rail. I do love Tri-Rail. It is the best way to get to the airport. Okay. Mr. Joseph Galletti, now retired as former Connecticut Department of Transportation Commissioner. I apologize, you walked on stage. Big round of applause, Joseph Galletti, everybody. Yay.
It's such an honor to return home to South Florida. When I arrived in '98, Tri-Rail was created by FDOT, which provided guidance in operations as well as in hiring. Here in South Florida, it was the first commuter rail startup in over 25 years for the country. It is exciting for me to see so many familiar faces and to share this special moment with a good friend who was there in the beginning, providing sage guidance and wisdom. It was during my tenure as executive director that, thanks to many of the people in this room today, Tri-Rail became the Regional Transportation Authority. And it was that partnership with FDOT, the MPOs, the 3 counties, that allowed this success. To the people here in Tri-Rail, it's great to see you again. We are also indebted to our federal and our state partners. Greg, I want to personally thank you for allowing me this privilege of recognizing a trusted advisor who had this country, this county, and our agency's successes as a goal in his earlier career. He's a great guy, a real pro, and one that I can call a consummate professional and a true friend. Joe Yesbeck serves as the National Director of T.Y. Lynn's International Rail and Transit line of business. He oversees the strategic projects and market sector growth involving complete planning, designing, and construction of railway and bus transit systems, including high-speed rail, light rail, streetcar, freight railways, multimodal facilities, and maintenance yards. He is recognized throughout the country as a leader and a can-do professional. He is actually a registered professional engineer with over 35 years of experience in both the public and the private sectors. And his vast experience in transportation planning and engineering have included the management of major transportation projects, especially the evaluation of transportation corridors, the project development and environmental and NEPA studies for transit, rail, and roadways. And Joe, you also did the design for Metro North for higher speeds going into New York. It gives me great pleasure to award the Broward MPO's Champion Award to Joe Yesbeck.
To get around the community and to move goods around the community, it takes more than just one type of mobility. It's more than just about a car. It's more than just about a truck. It's about transit. It's about rail. It's about micro-mobility and micro-mobility options. And people here in South Florida and in Broward County, they use all of these options in their day and in their week. So that's why it's important that we grow all of the transportation services so that we continue to grow the community and provide a good quality of life. One point that I'd like to make is that I've been very fortunate. I think, not only working at Florida DOT, but working with the Broward MPO, with the county and the cities here, I've been very fortunate to work with so many good people and so many agencies that all were focused on trying to improve the community and wanting to work together to see that happen. So it's important to me that this recognition isn't just about me, it's a recognition how transportation has been improved here in Broward County in South Florida. And it took a lot of people to make that happen. I was fortunate to be one of them.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I want to first thank Greg and the Broward MPO for this wonderful honor. I've been very fortunate in my career. I was in my mid-20s when I took a position at FDOT to be the project manager for this concept of starting a commuter train in Broward County. And, it was just a few people there at Florida DOT, and we just started working away trying to get something started. And sure enough, in 5 short years, the train was running, and that was 1989, and here it is 40 years later, still running. So, pretty exciting to be a part of something so special here in, as a native South Floridian, something here where I was born and raised and been a lifelong resident. Of course, the saying goes, success has many parents, and that's very true with any transportation project, including Tri-Rail. And many of the people from Joe Giletti to the folks there at Tri-Rail table, friends, colleagues, family, who have been very instrumental in that success. So thank you once again for the honor.
Okay, we're on to our third award. So to present the Visionary Award to Lavoyd and Beverly Williams, please help me welcome to the stage Rahul Gupta. Rahul is the North America Infrastructure and Mobility Leader, Managing Director with Accenture, one of tonight's presenting sponsors. He brings 3 decades of experience and expertise in innovation, technology, strategy, and operations.
Alexa, I need to be in the office by 8 a.m. this morning.
There is heavy traffic today. Sending a car for 6:45 a.m.
representatives, mayors, commissioners, Broward County leaders, Greg, I am delighted to be here representing Accenture, a firm 700,000 strong, working on pressing issues. When you think of a power couple in Broward County, these next award honorees should always come to mind. LaVoyd and Beverly Williams have devoted their lives to serve the community. Each of them is respected for their service as beloved commissioners of Lauderdale Lakes. Beverly Williams was elected to office in 2014 and then again in 2018. She has held leadership roles in serving the MPO Board, Broward Planning Council, the Broward League of Cities, the Broward Housing Community Authority Board, the Lauderdale Lakes Community Redevelopment Agency, Women in Municipal Government Board, National Black Council of Black Elected Officials, and National League of Cities Board, and more. In 1998, LaVoyd Williams was elected to the Lauderdale Lakes City Commission and served as commissioner through 2008 and again from 2010 to 2014. He served as president of Broward Black Elected Officials for 6 years, vice president of the Florida Black Caucus of Local Elected Officials, chair of the Broward Planning Council, and he too served the Broward MPO. Also, he served the National League of Cities as one of the founders and president of 100 Black Men of Broward. Without a doubt, the Williams have and continue to shape our community. And I think if you look up in dictionary powered couple, you will find their names. We owe them a debt of gratitude. Please welcome LaVoyd and Beverly to the stage.
The reason that I want to work in the community is because we understand that transportation is how people get around. And if you don't have a proper mode of transportation or proper infrastructure, then things don't go well. And so I looked at, when I got on the MPO, Joe Eglishan, who's a good friend of mine, told me to avoid, put me on the MPO and said, we need somebody who could think outside the box. And so I am just so happy and honored that they would think enough of me and my wife to get the award.
One of the reasons why I was really shocked when I got the telephone call or the email about being honored here, it has truly been a pleasure. One of my goals have been, as someone who didn't want to get into politics, was to take care of my neighbors, to understand the community. When he was on MPO, I got a drift of what was going on, but when I actually got onto the board, it's like, what have I gotten into here? Because it's really dealing with the county. It's just not our League of Cities. It's just our cities. So one of the things that I was just honored to get this pleasure to have this. Good evening, everyone. Congratulations to all the other honorees. I am truly honored to have been given this award. I really never should have been here as an elected official. When my husband ran, I did not want him to run because politics was nasty. And I have found that to be so, but that's okay. But I think what happened after he retired in 2014, I ran for office. I think I got caught up because I knew that I could do a great job also. I did not feel it was robbery that I take my life, the last 8 years that I have, to dedicate it to MPO, to Broward Planning Council, and the League. It has certainly been a pleasure. When I first got into MPO, I was really amazed at the problems that was going on with transportation. You know, we've always had transportation, whether it was a boat, a wagon, or what have you. But I would like to say it has been a pleasure. My city staff, would you all stand up? City of Lauderdale Lakes. I don't know you all know where we're located. Please stand. We're located Oakland Park and 441. from Commercial Boulevard to 19th Street, east and west from the Turnpike to 31st Avenue.
We get 2 minutes, and she's taking 1 minute and 59 seconds. So, but I am so honored, and I want to thank, when I first got on Broward Planning Council, I thought I knew a lot, got on the executive board, and I met Mr. Fisher, who gave me a lot of advice and became a good friend. So I want to thank him for being a man of integrity. So thank you, Lamar. I was meant to be a politician. I really was. I studied in college history and public relations and government, but I understood about transportation. Transportation is necessary for any civilization to emerge and to thrive. So I've studied history and I've seen all the things that transportation does. And so I thought it was a good place to be. My city is set in the middle of Broward County, but we needed to make sure that we had the transportation needs that our citizens could get from one place to the other. So thank you all. May God bless you. And we're getting ready to go on a cruise for 11 days in Panama starting Monday. So I'm going to have me a good time. Y'all be good. But before I leave, I want to thank my family, my sister, and my sister-in-law, and my daughter, and my friends over there. So thank you all so much for coming. You all are the best. Broward County is the best. And I guarantee you the MPO will make such a difference in this county. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, everybody. We have one more award to give away, and it is a very important award. I am going to take like a moment of host privilege to do one other thing. I know I've been asking you to applaud a lot, but this is honestly my very first time. I mentioned I grew up in Hollywood. I come here a lot. My parents are still here. This is my first time at the Diplomat, and the staff here is amazing and has taken amazingly good care of us. And I want to do a big round of applause for everybody who has been working here tonight and throughout today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You all are awesome. Okay, so this is it. This is our Lifetime Achievement Award that is going to George Platt. But to present this award tonight, we have Anat Dianani, who is the principal with Deloitte Consulting, and they are another presenting sponsor this evening. And I was actually the guest speaker at this exact event last year. He advises clients on digital platforms and advanced analytics. Anat leads Deloitte's Future of Mobility practice, which works with innovative transportation agencies, nonprofits, and the private sector to tackle their biggest challenges. Please, one more time, a big round of applause to welcome to the stage Anat Dianani, everybody. Yay!
Cities have always been a driving force of innovation and economic growth, and mobility has been their lifeblood, enabling greater connectivity and better quality of life. With populations growing and infrastructure at capacity and in need of modernization, adding capacity isn't a sustainable solution. To better match supply and demand, cities need a way to orchestrate their entire mobility ecosystem, including new forms of transport. The digital mobility platform connects transportation supply and demand to move people and goods more efficiently, reducing friction, increasing throughput, and enabling seamless movement across different modes. With integrated scheduling and payments, getting around would no longer require a complex calculus of timing, method, and cost. Citizens would have the power to choose the path best suited to their needs. City managers would have a bird's-eye view to monitor real-time conditions and data to clear congestion, encourage better mobility choices, and generate revenue. The digital mobility platform delivers the insights to make our cities more connected, healthier, and more livable. The future of mobility is faster, cheaper, and cleaner. But it requires many partners working together. Our journey is just beginning. Join us.
Thank you so much. Firstly, it's an honor to be here again, and it's exciting to see that this event's grown, this family's grown, and it's an even bigger honor to be presenting this award here tonight. So, George Platt's considerable experience in governmental and public policy law has earned him a reputation as a leading power broker in Broward County. Tonight, we celebrate his more than 40 years as a lawyer, lobbyist, Broward County Commissioner, and more importantly, a civic leader. George has represented clients and pursued projects that have shaped our community, including the Broward County Convention Center, Dolphin Stadium, the development of Coral Springs and Parkland communities, the original Bank Atlantic Center, and the 450-acre Pembroke Pines Mitigation Bank. As a Broward County Commissioner, Platt chaired the Broward Metropolitan Planning Organization and the Value Adjustment Board. Plus, he served on the South Florida Regional Planning Council and Broward County Charter Review Commission. George currently serves as a board member of the Performing Arts Center Authority, as a trustee for Nova Southeastern University, chair of the Broward Workshop Transportation Committee, chair of the Port Everglades Association Political Action Committee, and as a member of the Airport Master Plan Advisory Committee. He's a man about town, yesterday and today. Let's give a warm welcome to George Platt.
When I was a county commissioner in 1980, I was also chair of the MPO at a time when we were implementing the 1978 bond issue. It got me into transportation. It was very exciting. I saw what we could do if people supported our programs, whether it's parks or schools or transportation. And here we are today, obviously trying to take it to the next level with the Coastal Link, the New River Crossing, major $4 billion master plan for our airport, a master vision plan for Port Everglades. I mean, this is exciting stuff. So when I tell the young people, it's been a long way, but we got a long way to go, and we need everybody to get involved.
Thank you very much. This microphone system doesn't work terribly well, but I'll do my best. First of all, good evening and thank you. And I want to thank Secretary Wishnia for his presence tonight and his support for our transportation programs. That's a really good sign that he was able to come here and join us tonight. I also want to give my congratulations to Gail, Joe, Beverly, Lavoyd for their significant contributions, well-deserved recognition, and I know they're going to keep on serving, so it's like me, the older you get, the more you want to do this because it really does give back to you. So thank you very much. And thanks to Greg Stewart and the staff and the members of the MPO for, this is a nice dinner. This is kind of fun. The food was good. The company was good. How could it get any better than this? So thank you to you guys. And by all means, thank you. And, you can't get a Lifetime Achievement Award. I said, I like getting the Lifetime Achievement Award, but I'm not ready for the Memorial Award. But, you can't have a lifetime of achievement without a lifetime partner. My partner, my wife, Ann, we're in our 57th year of marriage. 57 years. Hello. And for those that have attended political fundraisers at our home, know that she is truly a partner in all respects. So thank you, Ann. I served as chair of the MPO. Are you ready for this? 1980. Hello. I got elected to the county commission. The population was 950,000. Here we are today, 43 years later. The population has more than doubled, plus it's going to grow by another 360,000 people in Broward County, plus we get 16 to 20 million tourists a year. I mean, this is a happening place in a happening tri-county area, all very exciting. Our cities, our county, our DOT District 4, our MPO, our regional partners, the business community, we are working more collaboratively than I have ever seen in my life to work on transportation issues that are going to take us to the next level. It couldn't be more exciting, and I know that all of you are here and part of this, and I thank you for your participation. We're looking at wonderful surtax projects, airport, the port, the light rail, commuter rail, electric buses, APMs. My colleagues at LSN Partners are so excited about this. We're going to be part of it, and I know you are too. Thank you so much for this honor. I am deeply blessed to be with you. Thank you.
So we're coming to the end, and honestly, it's just the beginning. So I really appreciate everybody that's been here, the MPO board members, all the elected officials, my team that's behind the scenes, as well as we congratulate all the honorees, and thanks for all of our sponsors, because this is about the future of Broward and where we're going together. We couldn't have done this tonight without Glenna Milberg. Glenna, thank you. I look forward to seeing you in the afternoons, as well on Channel 10, as well as our out-of-town guest who is from Hollywood. Our good friend Tane Danger. If you ever get a chance to watch him on his YouTube channel, please do. He's freaking hilarious, making fun of people like me. And with that, have a great night, everybody. Drive safely, and we'll see you again soon.
There's something left in my chest.